And is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West, specializing in structural steel fabrication and erection. Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hale Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time, at 685 East Main in Moroni. Call 800-261-1026, 800-261-1026, or sanpetesteel.com.
The home of Snow Badger Sports.
KMTI!
Welcome back to the pregame show, the Snow College pregame show. Get a quality education that's affordable and fun at Snow College. Visit snow.edu. Head Coach Rob Nielsen joining me here on the pregame show. And Coach, you're no stranger to this Central Wyoming team. You've already played them, and you've seen them play Thursday and Friday. So what do you have to do to be able to beat them today?
Well, last time we had an up-and-down game. We had a lot of possessions, and we scored a lot of points, which is the best we've played, probably the best game we've had all year, playing up there at their place a couple weeks ago. So we've got to keep the tempo going up and down, and we've got to make sure we go inside again. We beat them on the inside, not on the outside up there, so we need to learn to take it to the hole.
Okay, Trey Farr had a real breakout game, I thought, last night. I had him for 29. I think the official score was 27, but a really good game from Trey.
We need to build on that and we need that to be constant before us each night.
And he's not the only one you can go to on the inside.
Right, but he is pretty crucial that we do it. And Traden had a really good game against these guys inside again in the paint. So Traden and Trey are going to have to take care of things in there.
Okay, so what are the three keys for Badger victory tonight?
We're going to have to control the paint. We'll win the battle of the paint. The free throws, we've got to make them. They fouled us a lot up there, and we were aggressive and made them foul us. I think if we do those two things, and then we do need to shoot the ball a little bit better and make some baskets.
The outside shot's got to get going for you. Okay.
Yep.
All right, good luck to you, Coach. Thanks for joining us here on the pregame show, the Snow College pregame show. Snow College has assembled the best quality, most affordable, and flexible offerings in online education. And Snow College also has campuses in Ephraim and Richfield. Visit snow.edu. We'll be back with Rhett Jackson. Some more on the pregame right after this.
Douglas Dentistry enjoys serving those beautiful Sanpete smiles as a general and family dentist for all ages. Douglas Dentistry assures you an enjoyable experience with general dental care, implant services, teeth whitening, wisdom teeth extractions, and sedation dentistry.
Hi, this is Dr. Douglas. Come in and let me maintain or improve your beautiful smile.
Douglas Dentistry is located at 41 West 700 South in Ephraim, across from Los Amigos. Call 283-3800. That's 283-3800. Ask about our in-house dental benefit plan for those without insurance.
The big rig trucks of Robinson Transport of Salina have been rolling down Utah highways since the 1940s, supplying the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. They're a family-owned business that supports the community. Robinson Transport also has a division that offers all types of cement work, gravel, and decorative rock. If you'd like to join the trustworthy team of Robinson Transport drivers or need cement work, call 435-529-7472, 529-7472, or upload your application online at robinsontransportutah.com.
This is Snow College Sports Action on
KMTI!
Welcome back to the Snow College pregame show. Get a quality education that's affordable and fun at Snow College. Visit snow.edu. Gary Chedester and Rhett Jackson with you on the pregame show. The Snow College Badgers getting set to face off against Central Wyoming College, a team that they've already played once and were able to win up in Wyoming. But it seems like maybe both of these teams are going in a little bit different directions. Central Wyoming has been pretty impressive so far down here in this tournament.
Well, they took Salt Lake out the opening night, and everybody kind of thought maybe that was a little bit of a fluke. Well, the next two nights, of course, this afternoon and last night, Salt Lake looked really, really good.
Yeah.
And so for Central Wyoming to be sitting in 2-0 against two SWAC teams, and then they beat Utah State Eastern as well. So I mean, their trajectory coming out of Ephraim, really either way. I mean, if they could get this game on Snow's home court, that really puts them in a great spot for their upcoming regular season. For Snow, you just really want to try and fight and scratch and claw and see if you can keep figuring some things out, and then finish down the stretch and see if you can't get a win and salvage this tournament.
Darius Gwynn had 21 points to lead the Central Wyoming Wrestlers against Salt Lake Community College. And on the game against Utah State Eastern, it was actually Donovan Avila Jr., I believe. Yeah, he had 15. or no, excuse me, I'm looking at the wrong one there. It was James Woods who had 17 for Central Wyoming, and he did that with 2 for 6 from behind the three-point line, 7 out of 13 from the field, but pretty balanced scoring. James Woods with 17, Darius Gwynn with 16, and Jacob Smith with 13.
Well, so that tells you there's quite a bit of balance there. They had 3 double-figure scoring, and I always felt like in a game, if you could get three players to get into double figures, that really sets yourself up, and then your role players could help fill in the gap. So that tells us that they've got multiple ways to score, and you can't just key on one guy for the Rustlers for Snow to be successful tonight.
Well, we talked on the pregame show with head coach Rob Nielsen about getting the ball inside, and he would really like to see that again. That's what made him successful up in Wyoming, was going to the free throw line and putting pressure from the inside.
Now there's 2 ways, there's several ways to get the ball on the inside. One is just to go straight up ISO post up, which Farr can do, and even Johnson can do, depending on who's guarding him, or pick and roll, and that's what Snow did so good in the second half last night.
Right.
They set those side pick and rolls, and then they were rolling right to the box, and they got to the guy coming off the screen, made the nice pocket pass, and they did some damage that way. So multiple ways to do that, but you really want to see Johnson and Farr have those touches right around that paint area, and let them go to work.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap things up here on the Snow College pregame show. Snow College is one of the nation's finest transfer institutions with campuses in Ephraim and Richfield. Visit snow.edu. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the tip-off right after this.
Spanish Fork's best kept secret, Shepherd's Carpets has opened a new location here in Richfield. Shepherd's offers everything from carpet, vinyl plank, as well as vinyl, hardwood, and laminate. Shepherd provides estimates, installation, and carpet binding. Make Shepherd's your total flooring source. Come in and see us at 410 North Bain here in Richfield, Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 6, Saturday from 10 to 4. Call us at 435-865-2025. That's 865-2025.
Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital wishes the Badgers all the best, both during the game and in everyday life. We are proud to be a Snow College sponsor. Intermountain now offers Connect Care, which gives you access to a healthcare provider 24/7 from your own home on a smartphone, tablet, or computer for one low price. Just download the app to use. Keeping you close to home for your health care. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, helping people live the healthiest lives possible.
Open a new Mountain America Visa credit card with 0% interest and put the whole world in your hands.
I got the whole world in my hands. I got the whole world safely in my hands.
Imagine what you can do with 0% interest on all purchases from Mountain America.
We got the world.
Apply today at macu.com/0. For details, call 1-800-748-4302.
Is your internet constipated? That's right, you heard me. Do you
suffer from the buffer?
Don't suffer anymore. Get things flowing again with gig internet speeds from MTCC. Our fiber to the home network gives you the speeds you need to do your business. Go gig today and let the internet flow. Side effects may include smooth video streaming, incredible online gaming experiences, the ability to use multiple devices at the same time, and an overall feeling of giddiness. You may even giggle. It's that fast. Some restrictions may apply, not available in all areas.
Now's a great time to go deep at Little Caesars in Ephraim and Nephi. Try the hot and ready deep dish lunch combo with 4 slices of Detroit-style deep dish pizza with pepperoni and 1 20-ounce Pepsi product. Makes my mouth water just thinking on it. Hey, you can also go deep with a deep dish 3-meat treat and the deep dish ultimate pizzas, and you'll have a hard time wiping that satisfied smile off your face. Go deep today at Little Caesars in Ephraim and Nephi.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
My mom told me to not take a class before 8 a.m. my first semester. Mom told me the library was the best place to study. Mom told me to get involved on campus. My mom told me that Snow College was the best place to start. And don't tell my mom this, but she was right. Coming to Snow College was the best decision I've ever made.
Snow College is accepting your application right now. To get more information or schedule a campus visit, go to snow.edu. That's snow.edu. At Snow College, it is all about you.
Your connection for Snow College sports.
KMTI.
Welcome back to the Horn Activity Center. Gary Chedester with Rhett Jackson bring you the action as the Snow College Badgers take on the Central Wyoming Wrestlers. Starting lineup for the Wrestlers. Number 0, Darius Gwynn, a sophomore from Portland, Oregon. Number 1, Jalen Gentry, a freshman from Brown Deer, Wisconsin. James Woods, a sophomore from Surrey, British Columbia, Canada, will be wearing number 11. Caltham Kerr, a freshman from Draper, Utah, number 20, and number 24, Gerota Briscoe from St. Petersburg, Florida. He's a sophomore. For the Badgers, Taylor Miller will get the start today, 6'2 freshman from Las Vegas. Number 5, Darian Nebaker, a 6'6 sophomore from West Jordan, Utah. Number 21, Trey Farr, a 6'9 freshman from St. George. Branson Blackner, a 6'4 sophomore from Cedar City, Utah. And Braden Johnson, a 6'7 sophomore from Draper. He'll be wearing number 31. Important to see how the Badgers get started and where they look for that early offense, Rhett.
Yeah, they got off to a pretty good start last night with the kind of coach has been kind of adjusting his starting lineup. But then if they can get off to a good start, which there's no reason why they can't, then the second string have got to come in and keep that momentum. That's kind of where the game turned last night, is when both coaches kind of started going to their bench. Lamar's bench really played well, and that's kind of where the game tightened right up even after the starters had built a nice lead.
So it'll be Trey Farr to jump center against Gerota Briscoe. Badgers in their orange uniforms, Wrestlers in black trimmed in orange. And the Wrestlers control the tip. It'll be Jalen Gentry to set up the offense. Badgers in a zone here to start. That 1-2-2 zone. Woods up high. Looks for help, goes on the wing to Caltham Kerr. Kerr, high post to Gwynn. Gwynn, turnaround jumper from 14 feet. No good, off the mark. And there's the point guard getting the rebound for the Badgers, Taylor Miller. Ahead to Blackner. Blackner will now back it up and set up the offense. Over on the left wing to Miller. Johnson looks inside for Farr, can't find him. Now to Blackner on the right wing. Blackner, one dribble, back to Johnson. Johnson leaps, goes to Farr. Farr from 15 feet, straight away, no good. And the rebound comes down to Gerota Briscoe.
Nice look for Farr as he flashed right to that high post. Just wasn't able to get it home.
And I haven't seen him enough to know if that's in his repertoire or not, but if he could get it in his repertoire, that's going to be a big advantage for Trey. Most of the damage we've seen so far on the first two games, he's been down low on the blocks. Shot out of the corner is going to be good. A three-pointer for Caltham Kerr.
Good ball movement there, and then Kerr just kind of had his feet set, and it was contested, but he just kept his concentration and got it.
We're going to have a foul away from the ball. That's going to be on Jalen Gentry, I believe. Yes, Jalen Gentry, foul number 1. That's the first team foul on the Wrestlers.
He stepped out, I was going to say, he just stepped out and hedged Miller too much, knocked him off, too much body there. One of the refs just trying to set the standard. They're not going to let that happen.
Lob into Farr, and that's stolen away by Gerota Briscoe.
That was just an ill-advised pass.
An inbounds pass from the wing, and they tried to go too deep. Caltham Kerr penetrates, dishes over beautifully, and there's the slam dunk by Gerota Briscoe. And just like that, the Badgers are down 5-0.
They couldn't keep the ball in front of them.
Farr goes up under pressure, can't get it. Johnson got a hand on it, and then Farr recovers it, so the Badgers will get a reset of the clock and a chance to start over. Farr on the baseline. Has the shot if he wants it, doesn't take it, puts it on the floor, backs in, gets good position, leaves it short, gets the rebound, puts it back. This time he hits it, and he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Trey Farr with the bucket.
He's too big and too strong. I mean, the defender, I think it was it Zero that was trying to guard him there?
Darius Gwynn.
Gwynn is maybe not quite as tall, but Trey just got him. He's got him with strength and muscled him down and got the and one.
I don't think Gwynn is their best defender on this team from the games that I've seen on Thursday and Friday. Free throw is good by Trey Farr, and just like that, the Badgers are right back in this 5-3. Trailing by 2, the Rustlers with the ball. Jalen Gentry across the timeline, gives it up to Woods. Woods, a couple of dribbles over on the wing to Gwynn. Rustlers working around the perimeter. Almost stolen as Taylor Miller gets a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds, and it'll be Gwynn to inbound right in front of the Badger bench. 17:34 remaining, first half, 5-3, the Rustlers on top. James Woods, a good three-point shooter, hasn't looked for his shot yet. Now the three-point shot comes by Jalen Gentry. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound comes down to Trey Farr. Badgers quickly on the other way. Christensen gives it up to Johnson. Johnson doesn't go for the shot, gives it back outside to Miller. Johnson, Christensen in the corner. Good rotation by the Rustlers, and the Badgers don't get the easy look. Inside Farr. Goes baseline. Under pressure, misses, gets the rebound, puts it up, misses again.
Those are point blank at the rim, though, so those are high percentage shots. They don't get any better than that.
Gwynn to Woods. Couple of dribbles back to Gwynn up high. Now to Gentry. Gentry trying to direct traffic from the point guard position. Gives it to Gwynn. Gwynn penetrates, goes to the baseline, then he's cut off by Farr. Out high to Gentry. Gentry, a couple of crossovers. Now Woods launches the quick three as the shot clock was running down. No good. Rebound Farr. Badgers push it back the other way. Taylor Miller to Farr. Three-point territory. Now to Johnson at the high post. Miller to Christensen. Christensen on the left wing, looks inside, goes top of the key to Johnson. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Hands back to Miller. 6. Miller launches a long three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound comes down to Darius Gwynn. Here come the Rustlers running fast break. Euro step, and the bucket goes for Gerota Briscoe.
You took the words right out of my mouth. A beautiful Euro step to get to the rim.
Blacknew, left wing, has the pick from Farr. Doesn't do anything with it. Goes to Johnson. Johnson launches the three, top of the key. He falls down. Christensen with the offensive rebound, and then he throws it off the back of the bankboard. Line change for the Rustlers. Mass substitutions. Checking into the ball game is going to be Trayton Paxton, Marco Pavlovic, and Dave Francois. Steal by Miller. Taylor Miller all the way and hammers it home. Nice steal.
Yeah, he was just lurking in the passing lane and then broke on it perfectly. Looks like a defensive back.
7-5, Badgers down by 2. Gwynn up high, gets a pick from Pavlovic, then gets Christensen in the air and draws the foul, and that's going to be 3 for Darius Gwynn.
And Gwynn just used the dreaded pump fake and got Christensen off his feet and then drew the contact. And he'll get 3 free throws out of it.
So at the free throw line, Darius Gwynn. First one is on the way and in and out, no good. Second free throw coming up for Gwynn. That one is good. He gets his first point of the game. And the third free throw on the way, and that too is good. So Gwynn hits 2 out of 3 from the free throw line. Taylor Miller against full court pressure by the Rustlers, gives it up to Farr. Farr goes coast to coast, lays it up. No, he's going to pick up the offensive foul.
The rotation got there just in time to draw the contact, but appreciate Farr being aggressive, trying to get the ball into the paint.
Dave Smith, who's checked into the ball, or Jacob Smith, who's checked into the ball game, will run the point guard position now. Guarded by Miller, gets a pick to the top of the key. Pass over to Gwynn. Gwynn runs in, almost was goaltended by Farr. Tipped out, and controlling it is going to be the Rustlers. Off the glass and good, and the shot is good by Marko Pavlovic. 11-5, Badgers trail by 6. Johnson penetrates, kicks to Blackner. Blackner, cross-court pass, Christensen. Three-point shot on the way, no good. Rebound Johnson. Johnson fakes, goes inside, gets the bucket to go, and he draws the foul.
Just a strong box out, get that offensive rebound, and then he went back up strong, kind of hung in the air, played through the contact, and another and one opportunity.
Well, just when it looks like the Badgers are going to start falling behind, and they come up with a big play. Trey Farr hit the three-point play, and now Braden Johnson a chance to convert the three-point play as he goes to the free throw line after the bucket. Foul was called on Pavlovic, and Johnson hits the free throw. So Marko Pavlovic picks up his first. Smith out high, around the perimeter they go. Paxton gives it back to Smith. Smith shoots an air ball from three-point territory. Here come the Badgers on the run. They've got Christensen ahead. Puts it up with the right hand, no good. Just didn't quite have enough room to catch and get control. Smith comes back the other way. And the Badger defense gets back. Penetration kick, Smith in three-point territory. Kicks it on the wing. Three-point shot on the way by Francois is no good, but the rebound comes down to Calvin Kerr, who's back in. Almost another steal, and it is a steal. But then a steal right back again as Trayton Paxton gets back to stop the fast break. Smith stolen away by Trey Farr, and things have gotten a little bit hectic right now.
Just waiting for a mariachi band to come walking through the door.
And Taylor Miller wisely slows things down and holds it out near midcourt and says, let's run some offense here. Farr hands back to Miller. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Inside to Johnson. Johnson with the left-handed jump hook is good.
That's their best offensive set of the game right there. They got the ball swung a couple of different times, and Johnson had posted up, and then that beautiful left baby hook.
Yep. And timeout is going to be taken by Central Wyoming. We'll take the timeout as well, I believe. Is it a 20, 30? 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here instead.
So that time they went, instead, they've been running a lot of 4-out motion. That last set they kind of went to the 3-out, played the 2 posts. And they kind of went, they didn't really box-to-box screen for sure, but they just ran just an exchange. And as Johnson came from the left box, he just flashed to the right, and the pass was right on time. And then, like I say, just the drop step and the little baby hook. It was pretty possession there for Snow.
Johnson's got a really good touch down low, especially with his back to the basket, I think, but he can also turn around and square and shoot that shot like we've seen him do in the past as well.
And I'd like to see them run a little bit more of this double post action because both post players, when they've got the ball in that box area, they've been able to do something good with it.
I agree. So the Wrestlers will have the ball inbound on the far sideline. It'll be Gwynn to inbound to Woods. Back to Gwynn. Gwynn on the right angle in three-point territory. To Gentry, top of the key. Penetrates and kicks to Calvin Kerr. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Gwynn thought about the shot to Kerr. Woods on the left wing now. Back to Gentry. Down to 4 seconds on the shot clock. Gwynn penetrates, pulls up from 15, shoots at 14, air ball. And the Badgers will have it.
That was great defense. Just every time the Rustlers tried to do something with it, there was a orange-clad Badger right in great defensive position, and his buddy there to help.
11:59 remaining in the first half, and we've got a media timeout. Badgers trail by 1, 11-10. We'll be back after this.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Zions Bank has been committed to community, integrity, teamwork, trust, and value for over 145 years. The reason? That's when the first customer walked through the front door. And ever since, Zions Bank has shown that customer service isn't just a department, it's in everything we do. For established principles you can count on, Zions Bank is for you. You'll see these principles in action at zionsbank.com or any Zions Bank branch. We haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. A division of Zions Bank Corporation, N.A., member FDIC.
The pride of the Badgers.
KMTI.
Welcome back to the Horn Activity Center. Snow College Badgers have clawed their way back to just a 1-point deficit, and they have the ball in the backcourt. Taylor Miller will bring it up, guarded by Jalen Gentry. Give it to Trey Farr, way out high. Farr a couple of dribbles, looks for help, gets it to Miller. Miller pulls up, shoots it from 15. It's good. Taylor Miller with the bucket.
He came off of that kind of a shuffles cut, got the ball, and then hit the brakes, and the defender flew right by, and then he pulled up and hit the jumper.
Gwynn in three-point territory, angle left, drops it down low to Briscoe. Briscoe back to Gwynn. Now out high to Gentry. Looks like the starting lineup back in there for the Rustlers. Woods almost has it stolen, gets it to Gwynn. Gwynn, nice leap and leaner, and an underhand scoop for Gwynn. He's got 4. Johnson comes across the timeline, looks for help. Still keeps the dribble alive, now gets it to Blackner. Blackner double team. Now over to Miller. Miller, top of the key, gets a pick from Farr, loses it on the ground. It's still loose. Miller comes up with it to Johnson, to Christensen. Badgers need to make one more pass inside to Farr, and Farr gets the layup.
Penetration by Miller, and then Farr just kind of snuck along the baseline, got the pass, and finished.
He might have blown on that to get it to go over the front of the rim, though. It kind of hung there for a minute.
It's a good thing the AC's blowing the right way.
Yeah.
Right?
Badgers lead it by 1, 14-13. Gentry penetrates, dishes underneath beautifully for the hammer dunk by Gerota Briscoe. Briscoe with 6.
Beautiful pocket pass, set him right up for the dunk.
Christensen out high. Penetrates, pulls it back out, nobody on him. Now he turns around, throws a skip pass to Johnson. Johnson, couple of dribbles, picks up the dribble, nowhere to go now, and finds Blackner. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Blackner to Christensen. Christensen penetrates underneath the Farr, and Farr throws it over the back of the rim.
Got in a little bit of a hurry, could have used the glass if he'd have gathered.
Woods out of the corner for 3. Short off the front of the rim, no good. Johnson had the rebound tipped away from him, but right into the hands of Farr. Miller back the other way. Farr, the trailer, gets it to Blackner. Back to Farr. Hands to Christensen. Farr dives inside. They don't give it to him. And Miller launches the 3 and hits it.
He looks to be finding a little more comfort this game. He just seems to be just feeling the juice right now.
Well, the player that was guarding Miller had dropped down low thinking it was going to Farr on the inside, and that left Miller wide open. Gentry penetrates, under trouble, gives it back to Gwynn. Gwynn shoots the 3, off the mark, no good. Rebound Johnson. Here comes Blackner. Blackner skip pass to Christensen. Inside to Farr. Farr for the layup. Great ball movement by the Badgers.
Fantastic fast break ball, never touched the ground. Hit the wing, and then the cross court, and then the dump to the post. Farr.
Badgers looking to find some rhythm now. Inside turnaround jumper off the mark, no good by Briscoe. And the rebound to the Badgers. Badgers lead at 19-15 with 8:32 remaining in the first half. Miller penetrates, kicks back out to Johnson. Johnson all the way to the hole. No, he decides to pass at the last minute, but he draws a foul. Foul is going to be called on Caltham Kerr. That's his second. 4th team foul.
Well, what Braden did really well there is he just made up his mind, and he took off and attacked and made the official make a split-second decision, and that whistle went his way.
Badgers inbound on their baseline. Miller way out high to Sorensen, who's checked in for the Badgers. Miller penetrates, kicks it out to Christensen. Also in for the Badgers is Matt Norman. Long 3 by Miller, in and out. Johnson had a hand on it, couldn't come up with it. There's the rebound by Norman to Christensen. Matt Norman tries to penetrate, loses it. But going out of bounds is Gwynn. And now Duckworth is going to check in.
That'll only leave 12 seconds on the shot clock because the wrestlers weren't able to establish control.
Duckworth gets the inbounds pass. 10 seconds on the shot clock. To Sorensen. Drops it down low to Johnson. Johnson draws the foul. Going over the back is Marko Pavlovic.
Yeah, Pavlovic can't guard Johnson in the post. And I think Braden knows it and went and posted him right up. And they got the ball to him and he got fouled.
That's the 5th team foul on the wrestlers.
And you notice they made that adjustment. Pavlovic is going back to the bench. You're going to put a little more size there to try and contest those posts up. Anthony Mensah checking in.
Norman to Johnson in the corner. Johnson dribbles out high and gives it to Duckworth. Duckworth, ninth crossover and then a spin. Leaves it for Johnson. Johnson has his shot partially blocked, but he gets the roll. And Johnson now with 7. Taylor Miller with 7. Farr with 7. And Braden Johnson with 7. That's the 21 points spread perfectly among 3 players. Gentry fakes the 3. Takes a dribble. Gives it to Gwynn. Now to Smith. Smith double team. How did he get that to go? Jacob Smith with a great move and draws the foul.
Yeah, speaking of body control and strength, just a really nice job there by Smith.
We haven't seen Nebeker since he started.
And that, like I say, that's probably been a couple of rotations ago.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised. Smith at the free throw line, hits it, and converts on the old-fashioned three-point play. That cuts the Badger lead to 3, 21-18, 7 minutes to go here in the first half. All alone was Norman, penetrates, kicks to Sorensen. Sorensen loads the 3, it's off the mark, no good. And the rebound comes down to Gwynn. Gwynn pushes ahead to Woods. Badger defense is back. Good rotation by Central Wyoming. And wide open for the shot was, where'd he go?
Francois.
Francois, thank you. Dave Francois, his first points in the game, and we're tied at 21. Norman for 3 for the Badgers. Off the back of the iron, no good. And the rebound comes down to Anthony Mensah. Out of the corner, Francois again. This one's no good. And the Badgers with the rebound. Sorensen to Norman. Johnson, top of the key, to Christensen. Christensen behind the back. Had the 15-footer if he wanted it. Didn't take it. Sorensen will load from the other wing for a 3-point shot. This one rattles around and finds the hole.
Both sides of the rim and the backboard, and then settled her right through.
He's got the shooter's touch. He has 3. Badger lead back up to 3, 24-21. Heavy pressure by the Badgers, but coming up with the loose ball is going to be Gwynn, and was that Sorensen picks up the foul? No, Traden Christensen, that's his 3rd.
That zone, they went back to the zone defense, and they got a deflection. Unfortunately, it went right to a wrestler who got to the rim and drew the foul.
Media timeout here with 5:54 remaining in the first half. Badgers lead at 24-21. We'll be back right after this.
My name is Dr. Joel Holman. I'm an orthopedic surgeon here at Central Valley Medical Center, specializing in general orthopedics, which includes sports injuries, total joint replacements, shoulder, hip, and knee. And I'm the only hand surgeon from Provo to St. George. One of the things that I like is that I'm able to take care of people that I've known for most of my life in this area, which I have a fondness for. We treat all orthopedic extremity conditions here at Central Valley Medical Center. We've got a great team, clinic staff, hospital staff, operating crew, and physical therapy services.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and has grown to be one of the major steel fabricator and erectors in the Intermountain West. The management and staff recognizes the dedication and hard work of the Snow College athletic teams and hopes their support assists the athletic programs in continuing their traditions of excellence. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time. Honored to sponsor the Snow Badgers Steelman Play of the Game.
You're listening to Snow Badger Sports on
KMTL.
Welcome back to the Horn Activity Center. Gary Chedester and Rhett Jackson bring you Badger basketball on KMTI AM 650, Centricom.com, and YouTube.com/SnowBadgerTV, the Snow TV channel. Badgers lead at 24-21, but at the free throw line is Darius Gwynn to shoot 2. Gwynn has 4 points in the game. Make it 5 as he hits the first. And he'll shoot a second. Badgers come back out of the timeout. 1 substitution is all. Second free throw no good. Trey Farr with the rebound. Badgers have Duckworth, Norman, Nebeker, Sorensen, and Farr. Sorensen gets the high pick and roll, kicks it out to Duckworth, doesn't even think about the 3, drops it into Farr. Farr, nice pump fake, goes up strong and lays it in.
Used his left hand too, just a little bit of bully ball there, Gary.
There was a lot of contact, and he just forced that ball off the glass and in. And as you mentioned, with the left hand. Woods, long three-pointer down the barrel, no good. Rebound comes down on the inside, and then it's knocked away. We're going to have a foul on the Badgers. Who came up with it? Looks like Anthony Mensah.
Oh, they're going to give him shots. I mean, no doubt there was a foul, but it looked like it was just on the rebound.
Who'd they give the foul to? Oh, Duckworth. Nate Duckworth. So at the free throw line is going to be Anthony Mensah. Mensah hits the first free throw. Mensah from Toronto, Ontario. He's a sophomore.
Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The Toronto, Canada is a hotbed for basketball. You think of all the really good players that have come out of the Toronto area.
Boy, I thought Woods had the rebound, and all of a sudden the Badgers come up with it. Nebeker back into the ball game. Now down low to Farr once again. Farr fakes the baseline move, backs in with the right-handed dribble, spins to the baseline, puts it up with the left hand.
He's doing work, Gary. He's doing work.
I love seeing this presence by Trey Farr. It makes a huge difference on this Badger team. Out high, Smith. Over to Gwynn. Gwynn looking inside. Nobody there. Back up high to Smith. Smith all alone for a 3. Launches it. It's hard off the back of the iron. Hits the shot clock. Almost went off the shot clock and through the basket. But that'll be out of bounds.
I really like the mixing up. I think their zone, their concepts are solid, and then you have to play it for the kids to get better at it. So that exchange went really Snow's way.
Nebeker hands it to Norman. Norman a couple of dribbles over on the wing to Sorensen. Sorensen looks for help, goes to Farr. He's a little bit out of his comfort zone. Looks to the inside, almost travels, gives it to Duckworth. Now down low to Nebeker. Nebeker lays it up too hard off the glass, no good. Nebeker worked hard for good position, just could not finish. Pass is too long for James Woods, out of bounds.
I think he's just a little bit too much in a hurry. He posted up so solid, he had a chance to gather. He didn't realize it and just kind of overshot the rim.
Tyler Boyack is checked in for the Badgers, and getting a rest is Logan Sorensen. Nebeker out high. Dribbles with the left hand, leaves it for Boyack. He gives it to Norman. Skip pass to Duckworth. Down low to Nebeker. Nebeker backs in. Jumps into the paint. Nothing there. Duckworth doesn't take the shot. Now he penetrates, puts it up high on the glass with the right hand, and Duckworth with the bucket.
Kind of lulled his defender to sleep with the dribble and then exploded and got to the rim. Surprised everybody.
Badgers with their biggest lead, 30-23 here in the first half. 3-point shot on the way, no good by Darius Gwynn, and the Badgers with the rebound push it up the floor. Here comes Duckworth. Duckworth, beautiful pass to Farr, but Farr misses it, gets the rebound, misses it again, and then tips it in. Trey Farr padding his offensive rebound stats as he misses 2, but he makes the one that counts, and the Badgers are now ahead 32-23. Timeout is going to be taken by the Rustlers. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back after this.
You no longer need to worry over missing teeth or dentures not fitting correctly. Douglas Dentistry offers tooth replacement options, including complete dentures, partial dentures, bridges, dental implants, and much more.
Call 283-3800 so Dr. Douglas Douglas can improve your smile. That's 283-3800 or visit Douglas Dentistry at 41 West 700 South in Ephraim, across from Los Amigos.
Try us online at douglasdentistry.ephraim.com or find us on Facebook. This is Dr. Douglas. Let us take care of or improve your dental health.
The big rig trucks of Robinson Transport of Salina have been rolling down Utah highways since the 1940s, supplying the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. They're a family-owned business that supports the community. Robinson Transport also has a division that offers all types of cement work, gravel, and decorative rock. If you'd like to join the trustworthy team of Robinson Transport drivers or need cement work, call 435-529-7472, 529-7472, or upload your application online at RobinsonTransportUtah.com.
You're listening to Snow Badger Sports on
KMTS. Welcome back to the Horn Activity Center. Gary Chester and Rhett Jackson bring you first half action. The Badgers now lead at 32-23. They trailed early, but they battled back. And it's been Trey Farr, who last night had 27 or 29, but tonight already he has 13. And 9 rebounds.
This has been a really nice extended run that Snow's had.
Darius Gwynn inside gets the layup. Darius Gwynn now with 7. Gwynn did a good job of diving from the high post down low. Duckworth not even looking for a shot. If he would look for that shot right there, I think that would open up some more on the inside. Duckworth looks to penetrate back to Nebeker. Nebeker looking inside for Farr. There it is. Farr has it on the baseline, tapped away from him. Badgers have 3 seconds and then they lose it. Jacob Smith with the steal. He's going to push it up the floor, go against Nebeker. Nebeker got a hand on it, it looked like. Rebound comes down. Gwynn, nice head and shoulder fake, penetrates, puts it up with the left hand, and they're going to bail him out with a block call. Foul is going to be called on Tyler Boyack, his first. And at the free throw line is going to be Darius Gwynn.
This personnel grouping for Snow, really the only offensive punch is Trey. So interesting to see how long Rob Nilsson wants to go with this group of 5.
Gwynn misses the front end of the 2-shot penalty here. And he didn't go very long with it. Blackner's in now.
Yeah, I mean, you need a. I mean, this group plays hard on defense, but you got to have some points too. So bringing Blackner in makes a lot of sense.
Gwynn hits the second free throw. He's got 8. Boyack on the baseline, inside to Farr. Farr looks at Cutters, squares against the defense, goes up for the shot, has it blocked, and the rebound comes down to Jacob Smith. Smith pushes it up the floor. In the corner, Gwynn fakes the shot. Farr comes out defensively. Jacob Smith, right angle, gets a pick by Briscoe. Penetration, dish to Briscoe, and they're going to call a foul first. Foul's going to be on Trey Farr. That's his second. And it happens with 1:58 remaining here in the first half. If he could have gone without picking up that second foul, that would have been huge.
And I think he's got to come out. You don't want him to pick up his third, especially with as good a game as he's having. And the coaching staff make the right move there. They bring Braden Johnson in.
And Coach Rob Nielsen using the opportunity to talk to his big man and tell him, hey, you got to be in position so you don't get beat on that play. Darius Gwynn hits the front end here. He's got 9. Cuts the Badger lead down to 5, 32-27 with 1:58 remaining. Second free throw off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Blackner. So the Badgers go with Boyack, Blackner, Johnson, and Nebeker. It's almost stolen. Johnson gets it back to Blackner. Blackner shoots the 3, had it partially blocked, goes to Nebeker. Nebeker goes up strong and lays it in.
Let's give Johnson credit that he created that loose ball that found Nebeker's hands. Braden Johnson doing a lot of work.
The first 2 points for Nebeker. Inside it goes to Briscoe. Briscoe loses it. Here come the Badgers on the fast break. Miller squares up and shoots the 3, and it is nothing but the bottom of the net. Taylor Miller hits the 3, and the Badger lead is up to 10, 37-27.
By far, Taylor, on this homestand here at the Mountain America Invitational, by far Miller's best half.
Without a doubt, and we'll be watching for the Little Caesars player of the game for Fresh Pizza Fast. Make a pit stop at Little Caesars in Nephi and Ephraim, and we'll also be watching for the Sanpete Steel Steelman of the game. Sanpete Steel, done right and on time. Sanpete Steel supporting Snow College's tradition of excellence. Rustlers with the ball, 1:14 remaining in the first half, down 37-27. Badgers in a zone. Up high, Darius Gwynn. Gwynn thought about the three, kicks on the wing to Francois. Francois takes the three from the left wing and hits it. Dave Francois with 2 3-pointers. He's got 6.
And that wing defender's just got to come out another 3/4 of a step, and that's just been their problem with that zone so far these 3 games.
Boyack to Nebeker, top of the key. Down to 12 seconds on the shot clock. Miller now comes way out high, guarded by Smith. Puts it on the floor, goes to the baseline, circles under and gets it to Boyack. Down to 5 seconds on the shot clock. There's Blackner on the dive play, and he gets it. Blackner, his first 2 of the game. 39-30. Badgers lead by 9. Game clock down to 10 seconds. Jacob Smith with the ball. Going to set it up here. Nebeker jumps out. Smith penetrates, puts up the shot under pressure. No good. Tipped again. Somebody's got to grab a handle on that. Finally, Johnson does, but time runs out, and the Badgers lead at 39-30 here in the first half. A good first half of basketball for Snow College.
Really solid, and they went on a run about the 12-minute mark, and they just kept punching and delivering some body blows. They did it by hitting the post. Miller's had his best half of the 3-game stand. He's hit a couple of threes, and it's just been a collective effort on the defense. They've rebounded well, so just a really good half for the Badgers this afternoon.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the Snow College halftime show for you. Snow College is the nation's finest transfer institution with campuses in Ephraim and also in Richfield. We'll be back after this.
Spanish Fork's best kept secret, Shepherd's Carpets has opened a new location here in Richfield. Shepherd's offers everything from carpet, vinyl plank, as well as vinyl, hardwood, and laminate. Shepherd provides estimates, installation, and carpet binding. Make Shepherd's your total flooring source. Come in and see us at 410 North Main here in Richfield, Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 6, Saturday from 10 to 4. Call us at 435-865-2025. That's 865-2025.
Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital wishes the Badgers all the best, both during the game and in everyday life. We are proud to be a Snow College sponsor. Intermountain now offers Connect Care, which gives you access to a healthcare provider 24/7 from your own home on a smartphone, tablet, or computer for one low price. Just download the app to use. Keeping you close to home for your health care. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, helping people live the healthiest lives possible.
Open a new Mountain America Visa credit card with 0% interest and put the whole world in your hands.
I got the whole world in my hands. I got the whole world safely in my hands.
Imagine what you can do with 0% interest on all purchases from Mountain America. Apply today at macu.com/0. For details, call 1-800-748-4302.
This is Snow College Sports Action on
KMTI. Welcome back to the Snow College Halftime Show. Snow College is where you can get a full quality education. Visit snow.edu. Let's check the Central Valley Medical Center scoreboard. CVMC has added a full-time pediatrician to their experienced medical team. Dr. Gordon Duvall heads the new line of pediatric services. I'm going to get you an update here. BYU leads Idaho State in the fourth quarter. They're just getting ready to start the fourth quarter, 42-10. And Utah State is playing Wyoming. Utah State leads at 17-14, getting really close to the end of the first half. And, of course, coming up later tonight, it will be the University of Utah hosting UCLA.
Some big games for the U. I mean, they've got a great opportunity as long as they keep winning, and it looks like if they could keep winning, the worst case scenario if they win out is the Rose Bowl. Well, I mean, what a consolation prize that would be, but they'd still also have a shot at the college football playoff. So let's go Utes.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. Everything I've been reading is that the Pac-12 is not out, that either Oregon or Utah, if they can win out, a one-loss Pac-12 team might have a chance to get in there.
Well, and rightfully so. I mean, that's a tough conference. It's not the SEC. I mean, no one's claiming that, but it's every bit as good as the ACC. I mean, really, outside of Clemson,
right.
Name another really outstanding team in that conference.
I can't.
So, I mean, I think it's a fair assessment that the Pac-12 champion should at least get a look.
All right, we've just been handed the stats here for the first half of action. Have you had a chance to see if anything jumps out at you?
Yeah, so the thing that jumped out at me is Snow's efficiency on offense. Now, they're 17 for 34, which is 50%, which is really good. But check this out. They're only 3 of 11 from behind the arc. So I heard he did some math, and I taught social studies for 20 years for a reason. So, I mean, but I figured it out.
And I'm going to say this right now, his shoes and socks are still on. So
14 of 23 inside the arc.
That's good.
That's really good shooting.
Yeah, I'd take that.
And the reason that is because a lot of those have come from their post game. And so anyway, 14 of 23 beyond that are just your 2-point shots. So great shooting there. The rebounds, Snow is dominating right now. 20 rebounds to 12 for Central Wyoming. So that's a stat. If you're the Central Wyoming coach, Brad Schmidt, you're going in there and saying, "Hey guys, we're getting handed it. They're handing it to us on the glass. We got to get more competitive there." 5 assists to 5 turnovers for Central Wyoming, but Snow's played a very, very clean game, Gary. They have 7 assists to only 3 turnovers.
That's good.
So those are just some of the team stats that jump out at me.
And I'm taking a look at this, and this is something that Coach Rob Nielsen mentioned on the pregame show. Badgers with 26 points in the paint. So, and that's what he wanted to get. He's got that. And then look over 2 columns, second chance points, 12 points coming off second chance points, and a lot of that is Trey Farr, because I know there's been at least twice that he has missed a shot, got the rebound, and then put it back up again. So Trey Farr padding his stats. He's got 9 rebounds here in the first half, 3 offensive rebounds.
And when you can double up your opponent on the offensive glass, Snow has 6. Central Wyoming only has 3 offensive rebounds. So right now the stats are really all wearing orange right now, and that's great to see.
Well, and compare this to the first 2 games that the Badgers played in this Mountain America Credit Union Invitational Tournament. I don't think they shot 50% from the field in either one of those games.
No.
In any one of the halves, even, did they?
No. It's been a little anemic in the shooting department, and really beyond the arc. So I think they're starting to get a little clarity on the identity of this team. It's not 3-point shooting.
Right. I agree.
I think that's not to say that they can't hit some. I mean, Miller, Taylor, to his credit, he's drilled a couple, and he's actually hit 2 of the 3. But that's really not their identity. Their identity is going to be a lot of ball movement, work through your post games, and let the post kind of dictate how the offense runs, rather than teams that Coach Rob's had in the past where, hey, they could absolutely shoot you out of the gym. I mean, last year was a prime example. Those guys could get on a run, and they'd knock down 15 to 23s a game. So this team's not that, at least yet.
Not yet.
But they definitely have places they can go to find points. Right now that's Farr in the post, and depending on who's guarding Johnson. He had a beautiful post up, and then that little drop step to the left hand short baby hook. So. But the shooting, very good shooting, and that really is the difference, that and the rebounding, and then to be +4 in the assist turnover. So congratulations on a great half. Now let's put another 20 minutes together.
Got to play the full 20 minutes. We've said that before, too. Welcome to the Snow College Halftime Show. Get a quality education that's affordable and fun at Snow College. Visit snow.edu. We'll be back with more on the Halftime Show right after this.
Is your internet constipated? That's right, you heard me. Do you
suffer from the buffer?
Don't suffer anymore. Get things flowing again with Giga Internet speeds from MTCC. Our fiber to the home network gives you the speeds you need to do your business. Go gig today and let the internet flow. Side effects may include smooth video streaming, incredible online gaming experiences, the ability to use multiple devices at the same time, and an overall feeling of giddiness. You may even giggle. It's that fast. Some Restrictions may apply. Not available in all areas.
Now's a great time to go deep at Little Caesars in Ephraim and Nephi. Try the hot and ready deep dish lunch combo with 4 slices of Detroit-style deep dish pizza with pepperoni and 1 20-ounce Pepsi product. Makes my mouth water just thinking on it. Hey, you can also go deep with a deep dish 3-meat treat and the deep dish ultimate pizzas, and you'll have a hard time wiping that satisfied smile off your face. Go deep today at Little Caesars in Ephraim and Nephi.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
Zions Bank has been committed to community, integrity, teamwork, trust, and value for over 145 years. The reason? That's when the first customer walked through the front door. And ever since, Zions Bank has shown that customer service isn't just a department, it's in everything we do. For established principles you can count on, Zions Bank is for you. You'll see these principles in action at zionsbank.com or any Zions Bank branch. We haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. A division of Zions Bank Corporation, N.A., member FDIC.
Live sports coverage of the Snow Badgers on
KMTI. Welcome back to the Snow College Halftime Show. Snow College ranks among the nation's top 10% in student success. Turn on your education and visit snow.edu. Let's take a look at individual scoring. First off, for the Rustlers for Central Wyoming, Darius Gwynn leads the Rustlers with 9 points, 6 for Gerota Briscoe and 6 for Dave Francois, both on three-pointers. 3 points for Caltham Kerr, 3 points for Jacob Smith off the bench, and 3 points for Marco Pavlovic. For the Badgers, they are led by Trey Farr with 13 points. Also in double digits is Taylor Miller with a couple of three-pointers. Braden Johnson with 7. 3 points for Logan Sorensen off the bench, 2 for Nate Duckworth off the bench, Branson Blackner with 2, and Darian Nebaker with 2. And so far, Trey Farr is picking up right where he left off after last night.
Yeah, he's that's a really nice stat line for a half. He's 13 and 9, and just really had his way when he had the ball. And I thought that the Badgers did a pretty concerted effort to play through him when he was on the floor. One little bit of concern is that second foul that he picked up way late in the first half, and you don't really want to see him get a third very early. So he's got to log some minutes here at the opening of the second half and be clean. And that was the one thing that if I'm Coach Nelson and the coaching staff, I'm just going to remind the Snow, we do need to be a little more clean on the defensive end. The defense has been good, but there have been a lot of some unnecessary fouls. The Rustlers shot 12 free throws in that first half, and Snow only shot 2. So you don't want to put them at the line, especially now that you've built a lead. You don't want them going to the line and scoring with the clock stopped.
And what's amazing with that, you say they shot 12 free throws. They really only got to the 1-and-1 once. So when they were fouling, they were getting fouled shooting the ball.
Yep.
All right, we're going to wrap things up here on the pregame show, or the halftime show, excuse me. The Snow College Halftime Show. Snow College is the nation's finest transfer institution with campuses in Ephraim and also in Richfield. We invite you to visit snow.edu. We'll be back with the second half right after this.
With internet service from Centracom, you get a fast, reliable connection to a world of information and inspiration. Just choose the bandwidth package that fits your needs and your budget. Every package delivers consistent speeds that bring the best of the web into your life. And we offer local, over-the-phone, technical, and professional IT support. It's why Centracom is now our area's #1 internet provider. Add internet to your bundle and save. Call or visit Centracom.com today.
Zions Bank has been committed to community, integrity, teamwork, trust, and value for over 145 years. The reason? That's when the first customer walked through the front door, and ever since, Zions Bank has shown the customer service it isn't just a department. It's in everything we do. For established principles you can count on, Zions Bank is for you. You'll see these principles in actions at zionsbank.com or any Zions Bank branch. We haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. A division of Zions Bank Corporation, N.A., member FDIC.
I'm Dr. Gordon Duvall, pediatrician at Central Valley Medical Center.
I have always enjoyed working with children. Sometimes things can be scary, like if they're in an ambulance. So if I can help the child and talk to them in a way that helps them understand what's going on and why, that's a success right there. I feel like the best thing I can do is to give parents the education and resources that they need to give their child the best care. We're accepting new patients at Central Valley Medical Center, and we'll be excited to take care of your child.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West, specializing in structural steel fabrication and erection. Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hale Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time, at 685 East Main in Moroni. Call 800-261-1026, 800-261-1026, or sanpetesteel.com.
Douglas Dentistry enjoys serving those beautiful Sanpete smiles as a general and family dentist for all ages. Douglas Dentistry assures you an enjoyable experience with general dental care, implant services, teeth whitening, wisdom teeth extractions, and sedation dentistry.
Hi, this is Dr. Douglas. Come in and let me maintain or improve your beautiful smile.
Douglas Dentistry is located at 41 West 700 South in Ephraim, across from Los Amigos. Call 283-3800. That's 283-3800. Ask about our in-house dental benefit plan for those without insurance.
The pride of the Badgers.
KMTI.
Welcome back to the Horn Activity Center. Gary Chedester along with Red Jackson, and checking the Central Valley Medical scoreboard once again. We've had an update. It looks like the Aggies have put on another 3 points. They lead 20-14, and that is at halftime. And the BYU Cougars still up 42-10 over Idaho State.
That Utah State-Wyoming game, that has some ramifications in the Mountain West. The Badgers, the Aggies, the Broncos from Boise State, and the Cowboys are all kind of hovering there, and Fresno just on the outside looking in. So it would be a really nice win for Gary Anderson and the Aggies if they could get that one. And a couple of Badgers helping out the cause up in Logan.
Exactly. Badgers will have the ball to start the second half. They will go with Miller, Blackner, Johnson, Farr, and Nebeker. Same starting lineup. Miller out high on the left angle, guarded by Gentry. Goes to the top of the key. Gentry chases him, looking inside for Farr. Nebeker doesn't get it to him. Farr worked hard for the position. Got to reward the big guy when he gets open. And getting a hand in the passing lane is the Rustlers come up with the steal, but then the Badgers come back again with a steal. Miller to Johnson. Nebeker trails. He's top of the key. Now he penetrates into the paint. Gives it to Blackner. All alone for a three. Out of the corner. It's good.
That little bit of penetration that Nebeker got, and then that draw the extra defender to him, and then he found Blackner in the coffin corner.
Badgers start the second half here at a 1-2-2 zone defense. We've seen it. And now they've got the three sophomores out there to kind of anchor this one. Gentry looks high post to Briscoe. Briscoe now over to Wynn. Three-point shot by Gentry is good. Jalen Gentry hits the three.
Just a little bit too slow. We talked about it last night. You got to move with the flight of the pass. Don't wait for it to get caught before you rotate over.
Nebeker double team, goes to Farr. Farr way out high, looking down low to Johnson. Johnson squares on the baseline, now backs in, puts up the jump hook with the right hand, leaves it a little bit short, no good.
Liked everything about that possession though, other than he just left that little jump hook a little short.
Gentry penetrates, goes all the way to the hoop, lays it up for the dunk. And Nebeker's going to get called for the foul as he undercut Gerota Briscoe.
Well, I really like the Gentry's dribble penetration, and he kept his teammate Briscoe out of the corner of his eye. And you're right, he just it was almost an alley-oop that would have got dunked home had the Badgers not fouled him.
So Gerota Briscoe goes to the free throw line, and he'll shoot two. First one is on the way, no good.
I believe that was Nebeker's first foul.
James Woods comes out, and checking in is Jacob Smith for the Rustlers. 18-17. We're just getting started here in the second half. Badgers with the lead, 42-34. As the second free throw is good by Gerota Briscoe. His first point of the second half. Badgers with the ball. Johnson out high. Caltham Kerr swats at it. Now to Nebeker, to Farr, way outside. They're trying to find Johnson inside, and now they're going to call Caltham Kerr with his third foul, as he's just a little too physical against Johnson, who's fighting for position inside.
And he has to do that because Johnson's too strong for him.
Caltham Kerr long and lean, extremely lean. Lob pass way out high to Nebeker. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Down low to Farr. Farr fakes the baseline, takes the little step back jumper and hits it.
Great position, then just kind of looked over his shoulder, gave him a jab step, and then the 7-foot jumper.
I haven't seen that in his repertoire. I haven't seen that, but it's a good shot.
It's a good one to know that he's got.
Yeah. Rustlers miss a shot. Badgers with the rebound. Back inside to Farr. Farr backs in, and we're going to have a flop. We might have a flop. We're going to call a block anyway. But Gerota Briscoe just immediately dropped to the ground as soon as Trey Farr turned. They're not going to call him for anything other than just the blocking foul.
Too bad there's not continuation.
Right. That's his first. Badgers will inbound on their baseline. 20 seconds on the shot clock.
But that was back-to-back possessions where they hit the exact same spot for Trey to do some work there on the post.
Marko Pavlovic has checked into the ball game for the Rustlers. Now the referee comes in and tells Pavlovic, you got to stop. Trey Farr's trying to move, and Pavlovic just keeps getting in his way. And that might be Pavlovic's job, just body up against Trey Farr. I don't think he'd be able to be successful with it. Johnson gets the inbounds pass, now to Nebeker. Now they've got Blackner posting up against Smith. Blackner into the paint, puts up the shot, and it's good.
He's a little taller than Smith. Smith's probably weighs a little more, but that time Blackner used his height and got it off the glass.
46-34, biggest lead in the ball game for the Badgers. A lead of 12. Smith all alone for three. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Jacob Smith with 6.
Good ball movement by the Rustlers.
And I don't care who you are. If you're that open, you got a chance to hit the shot. Miller under a lot of pressure by Gentry. Gets it to Johnson, fakes the three to Nebeker, inside to Farr, and there's the foul on Pavlovic. Just way too physical and holding on to Farr. But in his defense, he's outmatched.
Yeah, that's got to be a little bit of a lonely feeling. You know, you're 3 inches shorter and you're probably 20 pounds too light. So he's just doing what he can. But the Badgers just have to keep punishing that matchup.
And now they're going to talk to Pavlovic and Farr. Farr's he's doing a really good job of making it look like he's not doing anything as he makes contact. Farr, jump hook, right through the middle of the paint, and Farr now with 17.
Yeah, that's just some big boy basketball right there.
Darius Gwynn, cross-court pass to Kerr. Kerr, back step, puts up the left-handed jump hook, no good, rebound Johnson. Johnson to Miller. Miller pushes it up the floor. Beautiful pass to Christensen. How did he get that to Christensen? And Taylor Miller with a beautiful bounce pass. Hit Christensen in stride, and he gets the bucket.
Just, for lack of another cliche, threaded the needle on that bounce pass, about a 30-foot bounce pass, and just dropped a dime, a shiny one.
I hope we're seeing an instant replay for those on Snow TV and on Centricom.com, because that was beautiful.
And of course, adding to the luster, Christensen able to finish and one.
Caltham Kerr picks up foul number 4. Free throw on the way is an air ball. Holy moly. As beautiful as the finish was, that's as ugly as a free throw as you're going to see, and I think Trayden Christensen knows it. He's got a smile on his face.
And I do not have an adjective for that free throw.
I don't either.
Moving right along.
Yep, next. High post, back outside once again to Gwynn, now to Jacob Smith. Smith will bring it out with the left-handed dribble to Briscoe. Now Woods on the left wing. Smith top of the key, looking inside for Briscoe. Between the legs, pulls up, shoots the 17-footer under pressure. Nice tip by Briscoe, but that's no good. Here come the Badgers running once again. Taylor Miller, nice no look to Christensen. Christensen over his shoulder, and he gets it again. That's a great combination from Miller to Christensen. Badgers lead by 15 now, 52-37.
Stepped on the baseline.
I was afraid that was going to be a foul on Trey Farr, but it's stepping out of bounds, as you just mentioned, by Jacob Smith, and it'll go to the Badgers. 52-37 with 15 and a half minutes remaining. Miller out high, guarded by Smith. Lobs it down low to Blackner. Blackner looks at Cutters, back to the basket, dribbles up high, now to Miller. Miller penetrates, kicks back out. Blackner for a wide open three. Ba-boom. Branson Blackner now with 10.
Beautiful offense there. They just, post-game's going. They're moving the ball really well. Branson was able to step into that three, and he's got a pretty special stroke as it is. And that one was just a no-doubter from beyond the arc.
Badgers with the 18-point lead with 15:09 remaining. 55-37. We'll be back after this.
The big rig trucks of Robinson Transport of Salina have been rolling down Utah highways since the 1940s, supplying the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. They're a family-owned business that supports the community. Robinson Transport also has a division that offers all types of cement work, gravel, and decorative rock. If you'd like to join the trustworthy team of Robinson Transport drivers or need cement work, call 435-529-7472, 529-7472, or upload your application online at robinsonTransportutah.com.
Spanish Fork's best kept secret, Shepherd's Carpets has opened a new location here in Richville. Shepherd's offers everything from carpet, vinyl plank, as well as vinyl, hardwood, and laminate. Shepherd provides estimates, installation, and carpet binding. Make Shepherd's your total flooring source. Come in and see us at 410 North Main here in Richville, Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 6, Saturday from 10 to 4. Call us at 435-865-2025. That's 865-2025.
You're listening to Snow Badger Sports on
KMTI. Welcome back to the Horn Activity Center. Gary Chedester and Rhett Jackson bring you Badger basketball on KMTI AM 650, part of the Mid-Utah Radio Network, also on centralcom.com and Snow Badger TV on YouTube. And a great run there by the Badgers, Rhett, that's got them this 18-point lead now.
Yeah, they just kind of firing on all cylinders. Players are making plays off the dribble, in the post, shooting. It's just been beautiful basketball.
Badgers back to that 1-2-2 zone defense. Penetration, and Trey Farr with the block, but coming up with the loose ball is Briscoe, and Gerota Briscoe lays it in, but nice defensive help that time by Trey Farr.
Yeah, he came over with the help. Someone has to help the helper.
Foul is going to be on James Woods. That's his first. Just the second team foul here in the second half. So for the Badgers right now, it's Taylor Miller, Branson Blackner, Traden Christensen, and Jonah Roth, and Trey Farr. Traden Christensen out high. Dribbles down to the baseline, now comes back out high to Roth. To Miller, top of the key, guarded by Gentry. Gets a pick by Farr. Farr has the 15-footer if he wants it. Drop step into the paint. A lot of contact, goes up for the shot. No good, but he will go to the free throw line.
You can tell he's just playing with a lot of confidence. It started last night with a fantastic outing, and he's just picked up where he left off. And right there, he caught it about 17 feet, faced up, shot fake, couple of nice Kevin McHale post moves later, and he's at the free throw line.
That's a great analogy for everybody that's over 40 years of age.
I was going to say, did I just date myself? This guy's thinking, like, okay, wait a minute. Okay, trust me, Kevin McHale was a really good post player.
And that you are spot on. That looked exactly like Kevin McHale, keeping the ball up high, did a little drop step. And Farr hits both free throws. He's got 19. I don't know how many rebounds. He's got to be double-double by now. Pass out on the wing to Francois. Francois will dribble back out high to Gwynn. Now to Gentry. Gentry, jab step, doesn't shoot it. Woods all alone for the three. Off the mark, no good. Farr with the rebound. Farr tries to hand to Miller. Almost had it stolen away. Now Miller pushes it up the floor. Branson Blackner for three. Short off the front of the iron. Gets the rebound. Looks for help. Goes to Miller. Miller, a long three. In and out, no good.
Shot that one from Sterling.
Pretty darn close. Gentry comes back, shoots the three on the other end. No good. Jonah Roth with the rebound for the Badgers. Blackner penetrates all the way to the hole, has it swatted away, however, but then he's knocked to the ground. And they're going to say it went off a Badger. Nice defensive play by Dave Francois to follow Blackner to the hole and swat it.
And I think it must have deflected off of Jonah Roth.
Badgers lead at 57-39, an 18-point lead with 13:30 to go here in the second half. Francois for three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound Blackner. Blackner pushes it up the floor. The Badgers don't have numbers, but they find Trey Farr underneath, and that's easy.
Well, that's the thing. That's another thing that Trey is really good at. He's big, he's strong, but he can run the court. He can beat a lot of these guys down and get easy baskets, and you love it when they reward the big for running.
And they really didn't have numbers, but Farr, instead of just giving up on the play, kind of circled underneath the basket and found an opening. Roth with the rebound after the missed shot by the Rustlers. 59-39, a 20-point lead for the Badgers, their biggest lead of the game. Down low to Blackner. Blackner guarded by the smaller Trayton Paxton. Shot blocked by Gwynn. Here comes Gwynn, coast to coast, puts it on the glass and lets it roll in. Darius Gwynn, his first points of the second half. Badgers on a fast break, and Coach Nielsen's seen enough. He wants to get some slowdown, I think, here. You've got a 20-point lead. We're going to keep it right here, though, on this Douglas Dentistry timeout. You'll feel like showing off that beautiful smile. Call 283-3800, a 30-second timeout. And, Coach, 20-point lead, and then they take maybe a couple of really quick shots.
Well, there's that fine line, I'm thinking to myself, and just from the coach's perspective, there's that fine line of where everything's in rhythm and everybody's out there having fun and they're out making plays and they're energized to getting a little sloppy. And I think it crossed the line into sloppy with the SL, with the slop. And so I think he's taking a 30-second timeout to just go, okay, guys, let's pump the brakes just a little bit here and let's execute a little better.
Well, and you've worked hard to get this 20-point lead. You don't want to give it back. Make them earn it.
Right. And in the half court, the Rustlers have not had an answer for Snow.
Right. Some more substitutions in for the Rustlers. Checking in is Abdi Dair. Paxton, three-point shot off the mark. Nobody goes and gets the rebound. Now finally Gwynn tries to save it, and it'll be out of bounds for the Badgers. Duckworth checks in, and Taylor Miller comes out.
Another good half for Taylor.
No points, but some great assists and good ball handling.
Yeah.
Duckworth now gets across the timeline, guarded closely by Jacob Smith. Right wing to Johnson. High post to Roth. Down low, Christensen. And Christensen draws the foul.
Yeah, he's just too big and strong. I think that was a switch that ended up putting Paxton on Christensen. And Trayton recognized it and just using his size and his strength to draw another foul from Paxton.
So Trayton Paxton picks up the foul. 7th team foul, so at the free throw line shooting 1-and-1 is Trayton Christensen. Christensen's free throw is good.
Well, we won't tease him too bad about the previous one.
I wasn't even going to mention it.
I couldn't forget it. Sorry.
Christensen's second free throw. This one is good as well. So we're going to focus on the positive. 2 out of 3. Rustlers inside. Nice move inside to get Gerota Briscoe, who goes up for the shot. And the foul is going to be on Trayton Christensen, I think. Or did they get somebody else? Roth? Must have been Jonah Roth. That's good because Trayton Christensen has 3 already. 11:43 remaining. Badger lead is 20, 61-41. Briscoe's free throw is on the way and good. As it kind of folded over the front of the rim. He's got 10.
Briscoe all playing there in Wyoming all the way from St. Petersburg, Florida. think the weather's a little different in Central Wyoming.
I agree. Wyoming's got Central Wyoming Rustlers have Portland, Brown Deer, Wisconsin, Surrey, British Columbia, St. Petersburg, Florida. They bring them from all over. Second free throw on the way and good again. So Briscoe now with 11. Hollywood, Florida, Belgrade, Serbia. They do have a couple of Wyoming, Riverton, Wyoming, and Cody, Wyoming. Duckworth out high to Johnson. The Rustlers trying to pick up the pressure defensively to make something happen. Duckworth, kind of a Euro step into the paint, goes up for the shot, and the foul is going to be called first on Abdi Dair.
He kind of slapped down as Duckworth was making his move, so he'll get a 1-and-1.
First free throw is in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Briscoe. Briscoe hands it over to Gwynn, and Gwynn will set up the offense. Back to Briscoe. Briscoe double team, almost stolen away by Duckworth. To Dair. Out of the corner, the shot by Paxton, no good. Tipped almost in by Roth. And now the Badgers have numbers 3-on-2. Duckworth loses it as he tries to go through the paint, and he gets the double penalty as he gets called for the offensive foul as well.
Coach Rob Nielsen just giving the look of incredulity, wondering where you going.
Well, the Badgers had numbers that time, but they didn't have spacing.
There you go.
They really didn't. They kind of in a pack coming down the floor. Roth is going to come out. And checking back in is Nebeker and Sorensen. So the Badgers now go with Duckworth, Christensen, Johnson, Nebeker, and Sorensen. Lob inside to Briscoe, double team. Kicks it back outside to Paxton. Paxton around the perimeter. Jacob Smith, the high arcing rainbow shot drops. He's got 9.
You let him get his feet set, and he's deadly.
Well, if we're going to date ourselves, that looked like Darrell Griffith. A gentle push and a mild arc, and the Cowhide Globe settled home. Duckworth, Badgers work around the perimeter. Sorensen thought about the 3, goes back to Nebeker. Nebeker gets the high post pick by Johnson. Johnson rolls to the hoop. Nebeker takes it himself, puts up the left-handed shot, no good. Tipped out, and Trayton Paxton with the rebound and brings it up and sets up the offense. Briscoe, Gwynn launches the 3, short, rebound Sorensen. 61-46, we've been stuck here for a little bit, a 15-point lead for the Badgers. The good news is the clock has continued to run and shortened the game a little bit. Nice backdoor cut, but coming up with the steal is Jacob Smith. To Gwynn. Gwynn, leap and leaner, no good. Gets his offensive rebound, goes up and misses that.
But that's, that's a little bit of a concern because now the fouls are starting to pile up a little bit on Snow. They've done a really good job, but here within the last minute and a half, they've picked up 3 team fouls. And now the clock stops, and it gives the Rustlers a chance to chip away at this Badger lead.
So at the free throw line is going to be Darius Gwynn. Gwynn's free throw on the way and good. Gwynn with 12. Duckworth will come out. Taylor Miller checks back in. So the Badgers now go with Miller, Christensen, Sorensen, Nebeker, and Johnson. For the Rustlers, they've got Pavlovic, Dair, Smith, and Gentry and Gwynn. Taylor Miller across the timeline with the right-handed dribble. Gives it to Sorensen. Down low to Johnson. Johnson looks at Cutters. Now backs in against Pavlovic. And Pavlovic's going to get called for the foul. He knew it as soon as the whistle blew.
Having a very detailed explanation on the foul call.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Apparently, it was closing the gap and making contact. I thought just contact was a foul, but apparently he was closing the gap as well. 61-48, Badgers with a 13-point lead, but at the free throw line is Braden Johnson to shoot 1-and-1. First free throw on the way and good. That's his first point here in the second half. A reminder, we will be thinking about the Little Caesars Player of the Game. for fresh pizza, fast from classic hot and ready to deep, deep dish, hula Hawaiian. Make a pit stop at Little Caesars. Second free throw by Johnson. Back of the iron, no good. Trey Farr almost got a hand on it and came up with it. Also the Sanpete Steel man of the game. And we will be announcing that on the post-game show coming up. So the Badgers up by 14, 62-48 with 9:15 remaining here in the second half. Gwynn launches the three and hits it. A nice step-back three by Darius Gwynn.
And that 20-point lead's almost been cut in half.
That was a lot of contact and no call. Inside Farr. Farr, nice drop step, has it partially blocked, gets it back and lays it in, and he draws the foul. There he goes, padding those stats again. Trey Farr now with 23.
Well, and that's just smart basketball. That's the position that when your opponent doesn't have an answer, then you go to that to put the ball in that player's hands, and that's today. That's Trey Farr again.
Abdi Dyer picks up foul number 2. So at the free throw line, a chance to. So now I think did they give a warning on the flop? Because Trey Farr set a pick. The wrestler ran into it. Farr falls down. They didn't call anything. And then I think they gave a warning to the Badgers for flopping. 65-51, a 14-point lead for the Badgers.
So at any rate, the 3-point play's made, so that's the good news.
Farr goes up for the block, and then Nebeker got a hand on it. And then Darius Gwynn gets it back again, makes the shot, and draws the foul. Who's the foul going to be called on?
Nebeker.
Nebeker gets the foul. That's his third. Darius Gwynn now with 17, a chance to make it 18.
Young man from Portland, Oregon area.
Gwynn's free throw is good.
So that back-to-back 3-point plays, and that just keeps us right at this 11-point mark. So the game's certainly not over. Snow's got to finish the deal.
Johnson out high, guarded by Caltham Kerr. Nebeker to the free throw line. Back out to Miller. Miller guarded by Woods. 12 seconds on the shot clock. In the corner, Nebeker looks inside for Farr. Skip pass to Johnson. Johnson launches the 18-footer. No good, off the mark. Out of bounds, the Badgers get it back again. And Branson Blackner will check in. And Nebeker comes out. So the Badgers go with Miller, Blackner, Christensen, Farr, and Johnson. In the corner is Miller, guarded by Woods, gets a pick by Farr. 10 seconds on the shot clock to Christensen. Johnson dove to the hole, they don't get it to him. Now Farr way out high at top of the key, goes to Johnson. Johnson fakes the three, puts the ball on the floor, high off the glass. They're going to say it does not count, that he was fouled before the shot. NBA, this would be a 3-point play.
That was still a really nice finish. It shows
was a good finish.
Braden's a pretty strong cat. He played right through that contact and got it up on the rim. Banked it home, but at any rate, he's got a couple of free throws coming, and that puts the Badgers in the double bonus, so they're going to be shooting 2 free throws now for almost 8 minutes of ball time.
Braden Johnson with 8 points in the game, a chance to make it double figures here as he's at the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. Or actually 2, yeah, you said double bonus. So he will shoot 2. Second half, Trey Farr at halftime had 13. He's added another 11 for 24 in the game. Traden Christensen, 6 points, all of them here in the second half.
Yeah, this has been Christensen's best run of the 3-day tournament as well. And, you know, there was that period of time where they were out running and he was running the court, got a couple easy baskets on transition.
Johnson's free throw, no good. Well, the good news is you're in the double bonus. The bad news is you got to hit them.
Yeah.
And Johnson hits 1 out of 2. He's got 9. 66-54. Badger lead is down to 12. 7:39 remaining. And a carry is going to be called on Smith. That turns it over to the Badgers.
Well, that's an interesting call because I think you could make that call about every trip down. But that time the official just felt like he palmed it.
Gained an advantage, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Taylor Miller guarded by Woods. Way out high, gets a pick by Farr. Woods goes to the baseline. Back out to Johnson. Johnson in the corner to I don't know who. No, he's on third. Blackner to the baseline. Almost stolen by Briscoe. He goes out of bounds with it. 4 seconds on the shot clock. And the Badger lead is 12. They'll have it on the baseline. Taylor Miller to inbounds. He's got Blackner. Blackner squares and shoots. Front of the iron, no good. Rebound, James Woods. Woods over to Jacob Smith. Smith puts up the high arcing shot, no good, but Woods follows. James Woods with his first 2 of the game.
That's a 10-point game.
6:50 remaining. Christensen looking inside for Farr. To Johnson. Now to Taylor Miller on the angle right. He'll back it out, guarded by Woods. Gets a high post pick by Farr. Comes back again. All the way to the baseline. Steps out of bounds. Boy, the Badgers have really, and Coach Rob Nielsen's seen enough. He wants to take another timeout and let the team gather themselves. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back in 60.
Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital wishes the Badgers all the best, both during the game and in everyday life. We are proud to be a Snow College sponsor. Intermountain now offers Connect Care, which gives you access to a healthcare provider 24/7 from your own home on a smartphone, tablet, or computer for one low price. Just download the app to use. Keeping you close to home for your health care. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, helping people live the healthiest lives possible.
Open a new Mountain America Visa credit card with 0% interest and put the whole world in your hands.
I got the whole world in my hands. I got the whole world safely in my hands.
Imagine what you can do with 0% interest on all purchases from Mountain America.
We got the world.
Apply today at macu.com/0. For details, call 1-800-748-4302.
Is your internet constipated? That's right, you heard me. Do you
suffer from the buffer?
Don't suffer anymore. Get things flowing again with gig internet speeds from MTCC. Our fiber to the home network gives you the speeds you need to do your business. Go gig today and let the internet flow. Side effects may include smooth video streaming, incredible online gaming experiences, the ability to use multiple devices at the same time, and an overall feeling of giddiness. You may even giggle. It's that fast. Some restrictions may apply, not available in all areas.
You're listening to Snow Badger Sports on
KMTS. Welcome back to the Horn Activity Center. 6 minutes and 32 seconds remaining. The Badger lead is down to 10, 66-56, and the Rustlers with the ball. You were able to listen to some of the halftime, or
Coach,
the timeout.
Coach Rob was kind of scolding these players. He said, hey, we've scored 100 points in the paint. Get the ball to Trey in the low post. And then he's asking Braden Johnson to flash to the high post so they can either go to the high post and play high-low or then let Trey go to work in the low post.
Well, the Rustlers come back. They get it into the paint, and Gerota Briscoe comes up with the bucket. He's got 13.
And they ran a set play out of the timeout and got it into the low post for a bunny.
Trayden Christensen penetrates, backs it back out. Johnson now back to the dive on Christensen with the left hand, no good. 66-58, an 8-point lead. The Badger lead was 20 at one point. Gwynn to Briscoe, back to Gwynn. Gwynn guarded by Farr. Nothing there, so he hands it back out to Woods. To Smith. Smith, top of the key. Jab step, now penetrates against Christensen. Christensen's got his hand in the cookie jar. I think they're going to catch him. It's
going to go on Branson Blackner. his first, but only the 6th. But the Badgers don't have one to give anymore.
And the Badgers shooting 2 the rest of the way. Of course, that happened at the 8-minute mark. Gwynn, left wing, looks inside, now back outside. Smith launches the long 3. Nice high arcing shot. Knocked out of bounds. It'll go to the Badgers.
Everybody held their breath. That one hung up in the air, and you're like going, if that one goes in, this game just got real interesting.
The Badgers are in dire need of some points right here on this trip down.
Now they need a good set here. There's the high-low.
Farr goes up, has it blocked, gets the rebound, lays it in, just like you draw it up.
Yeah, beautiful. And they can't take both away. If they're going to kind of front and try to take Trey away, then Braden pops to the high post, and then they can high-low from there, or Braden has an easy look.
68-58, 10-point lead for the Badgers, just under 5 minutes to go. Gwynn, high post to Briscoe. Briscoe puts it on the floor outside to Woods. Back to Gwynn. Gwynn looks to penetrate, pulls it up, gives it to the cutter Smith. Smith, fall-away jumper over the taller player. The Badgers come up with the rebound. Johnson with the rebound, now over to Miller. Taylor Miller will cross the timeline and set up the offense. Looking for the Ely early offense. Now around to Christensen, looking inside for Farr. Farr double team. Needs help, finds it. Blackner out of the corner. Couple of dribbles, now to Johnson. Johnson on the right wing. Fair on the baseline. Gives it to the cutter Johnson. Johnson loses it as the shot clock was down under 5.
Smith just kind of picked his pocket.
Smith has it knocked away, but they're going to call a foul. Is it on Johnson?
We'll go back on Blackner again.
Blackner again. Coach Nielsen using the opportunity here to talk to Taylor Miller to try to get this offense settled down just a little bit. At the free throw line is going to be Jacob Smith. Smith with 9 points in the game. He's done it with 2 3-pointers behind the arc and a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. He's now shooting 1 and 1. Free throw is good.
It's got a really nice stroke. It's a really high arcing shot with a lot of rotation on it.
And he'll shoot a second.
Ought to be an interesting 4 minutes here, Gary. This free throw, I mean, we're single digits now, but this would bring it to 8.
Nice shot by Jacob Smith. He's got 11. 3 wrestlers in double figures, led by Gwynn with 18, 13 for Briscoe, and 11 now for Smith. The Badgers with just 2 players. Nope, check it, 3 players in double figures, led by Trey Farr with 26, 10 for Blackner, and 10 for Taylor Miller. Miller crosses the timeline, gives it up to Christensen. Christensen looks high post to Farr, almost stolen away. Now it is. Nope. Blackner comes up with it. No backcourt because somebody got a hand on it by the Rustlers. Rustlers have definitely picked up the defensive pressure. Really overplaying the passing lanes. Something should be open. There's the rotation. Blackner out of the corner for 3. Branson Blackner hits the 3. He's got 13.
And all that chaos, Branson just found the corner and then drilled it home.
Gentry penetrates, kicks. 3-point shot on the way. In and out, no good. Gentry with the nice rebound. Loses it on the way down. Now the skip pass goes to Gwynn. Gentry out of the corner. Briscoe. Briscoe shot off the mark, no good. Rebound trading Christensen. Christensen over to Miller. To Farr. A long ways away from the hoop. That's trouble, and he gets called for the offensive foul. Yeah. I agree completely with what Coach Nielsen is saying. He's telling Taylor Miller that's his fault. You got the ball to the big guy way too far away from the basket.
Yep. You want them to catch it where they can just take a step, one long step, and attack the rim, not to way out there that far.
There's a reason why the center is not the point guard, right?
Yeah, exactly.
71-60, 11-point lead. Not completely out of the woods, but a lot of time has gone by. That's helped the Badgers. Nice move by Smith. Oh, what a soft touch he has. Jacob Smith with the bucket. He's got 13. The lead is 9 with 2.5 minutes to go. The clock is your friend. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Looking inside for Farr. They go high post to Johnson. Now to Christensen. High post Johnson, down low to Farr. Farr kicks it out. Branson Blackner for three. No, off the mark, no good. Rebound comes down to Gwynn, over to Woods. Woods has his shot blocked by Trey Farr, running the floor again. Taylor Miller, as the Badgers will set it up and run some more clock here. 2 minutes to go.
He really has a special skill set, Gary. He's a good basketball player, but he's athletic, big.
Very athletic. Taylor Miller, out high. Guarded by Woods. Nice bounce pass back to Farr. Farr misses it. Gets it back again. Was it him? I was blocked. Yep. Okay.
Followed his shot. Just regrouped and gathered really quick back up off the floor on the second jump.
Farr now with 28 points in the game, and the Badger lead is back to 11. Inside Smith. Jump ball. That's good.
I mean, how many bigs can run with a point guard, measure him, and then rise up and swap that layup away? I mean, just not many bigs can do that. So it's more impressed every time I get a chance to see Farr play.
He's doing a good job.
Fight Trey!
Lob out high to Gwynn. Shot on the way, a three-point shot, no good. He flops, wanting to draw the foul, and they don't give it to him. 1:18 to go. And now this one might be on ice. The Badgers don't have to score another point, I don't think. Just need to run a lot of clock. And the Rustlers have got to decide, are they going to foul or play defense? Traden Christensen to Taylor Miller. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Miller penetrates, puts up the shot, no good, blocking foul.
Well, that was a really good possession. The Badgers kept the basketball under control and then attacked late in the shot clock, drew a whistle, and then that's 2 shots.
So at the free throw line is Taylor Miller. Taylor Miller has had a really pretty good all-around ball game. In the second half, he's looking for his first point, but he has had some really good assists. And he's taken care of the ball when he's had it. Free throw is good. He becomes the third player in double figures. Oh, excuse me, he did already have double figures, sorry.
He's just had a really solid floor game today.
And he hits the second, so he hits both. He's got 12. 75-62. Smith, a long three off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound Johnson. Out to Branson. Branson Blackner crosses the timeline with the right-handed dribble. Now he'll back it out and set things up. Guarded by Dave Francois.
Wait.
12 seconds on the shot clock. Blackner still with the right-handed dribble. Guarded by Francois, looking to get the pick from Trey Farr. Now to Miller. Miller launches the long three. Front of the iron, no good. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Rustlers.
Ran a lot of clock, though. I mean,
exactly.
It's a 13-point lead. You can live with that possession.
And getting the putback is Gerota Briscoe. He's got 15. 7 seconds on the game clock, and the Badgers will win this one by 11, 75-64. Nice win for Snow College.
Much needed. They played a very good game today. There was a couple of lulls, but they played a really solid game against a good Central Wyoming team who's purported themselves very well these last 3 games.
Exactly. They were able to defeat USU Eastern. They defeated Salt Lake Community College, so I think that says some good things for the Badgers. So even though losing the first 2, you might think, well, the Badgers are not that good, but they showed they can play with anybody.
Well, and they're starting to find a little bit of an identity, especially these last 2 games.
Okay. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have head coach Rob Nielsen with us on the postgame show right after this.
Now's a great time to go deep at Little Caesars in Ephraim and Nephi. Try the hot and ready deep combo with 4 slices of Detroit-style deep dish pizza with pepperoni and 1 20-ounce Pepsi product. Makes my mouth water just thinking on it. Hey, you can also go deep with a deep dish 3-meat treat and the deep dish ultimate pizzas, and you'll have a hard time wiping that satisfied smile off your face. Go deep today at Little Caesars in Ephraim and Nephi.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim, 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
Do you want to make a difference in life? Do you want a college that values you right now? At Snow College, I had opportunities to be hands-on and really make a difference as a freshman in clubs, classes, sports, and student government. At Snow College, I didn't get pushed to the back while I watched the upperclassmen do everything. I was involved right away.
Snow College is accepting your application right now. To get more information or schedule a campus visit, go to snow.edu. That's snow.edu. At Snow College, it is all about you.
You're listening to Snow Badger Sports on
KMTS.
Welcome back to the postgame show. Gary Chedester with you, and joining me is head coach Robert Nielsen. And congratulations, Coach. A good win for you to get things back on the right track and against a good Central Western Wyoming team.
Yeah, this was a pretty crazy weekend. If you look at the 6 teams that were here and how everybody played against everybody and who won, it
doesn't make any sense.
No, it's really a crazy weekend.
And sometimes teams looked fantastic, and other times they didn't look too good. And you guys included. Your first game did not look very good.
Right.
But you got better on the second game, and tonight I thought you had a few moments of downtime, and I know you were going to say that, but you guys looked really good at times.
There were times where we played pretty well. You know, this team beat Salt Lake the first night.
Right.
Then Salt Lake beats Florida by 50.
Yeah.
And then they win today by 50. So it's just one of you got to come to play. You got to play hard, and you never know what's going to happen each night. So.
Great performance again by Trey Farr. He finishes, I've got him for 28 points in the game, and just like what you said on the pregame, we need to establish that inside. He had 13 in the first half, and looks like 15 in the second half. A good balanced effort. I think double-double. He had 9 rebounds at half.
Yeah, he's played. Those are 2 really good games, and yeah, we do that, we do it, and then all of a sudden we get a 15-point lead, and we quit doing it. We start doing stuff that's just not in our we're not very good at, and then they chip it back down to get it back in it. So we've just got to be better at getting that 15-point lead and sustaining it, because we've been up on almost every team we've played.
Right.
And we just haven't been able to figure out how to sustain it, and it's really by going inside and just pounding them on the glass.
I thought a pretty good game for Taylor Miller. He had 10 points at the half. He made some really good passes. The one bounce pass that threaded the needle on that fast break was pretty good.
Yeah, he's we're working a lot. Freshman point guards are they're tough to deal with, really, just because they're used to doing everything that they want to do, and they don't understand the system and know what they're looking for. But he made some good plays tonight, and he's getting better. Nate's done a good job in moving the ball around. He didn't play so well tonight, so it's good that we have 2 of them, so that we can get something out of one of them.
All right, Traden Christensen, pretty good job off the bench. Scored 6 points in the second half.
He did that, but he was the top of our zone, and he kept the penetration. He really started our defense. I thought he did a really good job of containing the defense and flustering them a little bit and rotating really well. So he did a really good job leading our zone.
And you mentioned before that's one of the keys to that 1-2-2 zone is that guy in the middle. He's got a big responsibility.
Yeah, he's got to do about 3 things. He's got to keep the ball out of the high post. He's got to keep him from penetrating, and then he's got to be able to sprint over and take away a shot. So you got to have somebody that understands the game pretty well. And Traden's one of our smartest IQ-wise basketball.
Okay. Now you guys go back on the road. You head to Florida this next week.
Yeah, we play, I think, the number 1 or 2 team in the country, Southwestern Florida. They're
so it gets a lot easier then.
I think they start 6'8", 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", 6'7".
Wow.
They're big. They're big, and they're very athletic, and they're very good. So we got 2 tough games down there. But, like we talk about, playing tough teams makes you better. And so it'll give us a chance to see if we learn anything tonight and if we can transfer that to something else.
Now, unfortunately, you're not going to be anywhere near where the soccer team's playing in the national tournament.
No, I'm flying out Monday night, and I'm going to take the red eye Monday night, and I'll see the soccer games Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I'll drive it's 3 or 4 hours south of where we are, or north of where we are, but then I'll drive down Wednesday night and pick up our team, and we'll play Friday and Saturday. So I'll see the first 2 games of the soccer if they play in the championship Saturday night, we play early Saturday, I could get back to that game. So
that'd be great.
It's going to be a nice week in Florida.
You're going to be sending us updates on that?
Yes, yeah, we can
all right.
update that.
We ought to mention the volleyball team also is headed to the national tournament. They're leaving on a bus.
They left today.
Oh, they did leave today.
I think they're leaving, yeah. So they got to...
They get to go to Hutchinson, Kansas.
They're going to Hutchinson, Kansas. So
they're not going to be getting the sunshine, but Yoder, Kansas is really close to there, and I've been there, and they have some of the best sweet rolls ever.
Yeah, I've been there as well. Yep, they do. It's not worth it that much to go. I'd rather go to Florida and have whatever they have down there, crawfish or something.
I don't know. Those sweet rolls, I can still taste them. All right, Coach, congratulations. A good win for you, and we wish you all the best of luck down in Florida.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
All right, thank you. We'll be back with more on the postgame show. We'll take a look at some statistics, and we'll be choosing the Sanpete Steel Man of the game. Sanpete Steel Man of the game is given to a player who makes a tough, gritty play that changes the momentum of the game. And we'll also be giving you the Little Caesars player of the game. Little Caesars makes their dough fresh, in-house every day, and uses 100% mozzarella and Munster cheeses. We'll be back with the wrap-up of the postgame show right after this.
In times like these, a small business has to work smart to make it. Centracom can help. We've got the business class services you need for less. With the fastest small business internet speeds available today, the reliability of 24-hour network monitoring and superior tech support, and our commitment to grow when you do with scalability that's both fast and flexible on our own fiber optic network. Make the smart choice. Call or visit Centracom.com today.
Zions Bank has been committed to community, integrity, teamwork, trust, and value for over 145 years. The reason? That's when the first customer walked through the front door. And ever since, Zions Bank has shown that customer service isn't just a department, it's in everything we do. For established principles you can count on, Zions Bank is for you. You'll see these principles in action at zionsbank.com or any Zions Bank branch. We haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. A division of Zions Bank Corporation, N.A., member FDIC.
I'm Dr. Jason Standring, Central Valley Medical Center. I wanted to become a doctor because as I grew up, my family had a family doc that delivered my siblings and took care of us when we were sick and if we had to go to the hospital, and I wanted to do the same thing. Family medicine allows me to do that. I love the fact that I can take care of families throughout their lifespan, from birth and throughout their growing years and their families, even until the end of life care. I'm Dr. Jason Standring at Central Valley Medical Center, and we're accepting new patients, and I'm eager to get to know you and your family.
The home of Snow Badger Sports.
KMTI!
Welcome back to the Horn Activity Center. Gary Chedester and Rhett Jackson with you as we wrap up things here on the postgame show. We're going to have for you the Sanpete Steel Man of the game. One of the major steel fabricators in the Intermountain West is Sanpete Steel. And we've decided on
Taylor Miller, the young freshman point guard, kind of had I feel like a breakout performance. Certainly his best outing of this Mountain America Invitational. He ended up with 12 points to go along with 4 assists, and one of those assists could have been an ESPN top 10. It was about a 30-foot bounce pass that split 2 defenders and hit Traden Christensen right in stride for an and one. So that was a gorgeous pass, and he's learning. You know, in the post game, we kind of chuckled when Coach Nelson said, you know, freshman point guards, you know, they're kind of like. They're like young colts that need to be broke, right? And I thought that was interesting what he said is that they're used to being able to do whatever they wanted to do, and that's what he's basically saying is in high school they could do whatever they want, get wherever they wanted, but when you get to this level of basketball, everybody's got a resume,
right?
And it takes a while for him to kind of realize that, and I think Taylor Miller is starting to do that anyway. It's a really nice game for him.
And we ought to mention he was 4 out of 7 from the field, 2 for 5 from behind the three-point line, even threw in a rebound to go along with that. So a good effort by Taylor Miller. Let's see, and Little Caesars player of the game for fresh pizza made fresh. Make a pit stop at Little Caesars in Nephi and Ephraim. We're going to give away a $5 large pepperoni or cheese pizza for the player of the game, and a Sanpete Steel hoodie goes to Taylor Miller. So our player of the game.
I know he's going to go back-to-back last night and then again this afternoon. That's Trey Farr. Fantastic follow-up game. I actually outdid himself again this afternoon, building upon what I think is going to be a fantastic season for this freshman post player. 28 points, 13 rebounds. 8 defensive rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds to go with 28 points. He was 12 of 21 from the field and was 4 of 4 from the line. So a beautiful stat line in 32 minutes of play.
All right. And did you look at the blocks? He's also got 2 blocks.
Yeah,
and those were pretty big as well.
And the last block was fantastic. He was actually just one of those trail blocks a la LeBron James, where he just kind of measured it up and had the athleticism to go up and swap that thing away at the rim. So just a fantastic game for Trey, and he's going to be a lot of fun to follow this year. And as he gets better, so will the Badgers, because he's a force multiplier, that type of a player in the post.
All right. So it might have looked bleak on Thursday and Friday for the Badgers, but I think things are looking up, and I think this is a team that will contend in the Scenic West Athletic Conference.
Well, and it's a credit to the coaching staff and to these players, where that first game was ugly and maybe even a little bit embarrassing here on their home court, but they gathered it, absorbed it, played better last night, probably should have won last night, and then just finished the deal and got a nice victory tonight. So the trajectory is where they can build on, and like I say, these last 2 games by far, and some of these your role players getting better and more comfortable. This is a team that is going to have some say here in the SWAC.
Lady Badgers, as we check the Central Valley Medical scoreboard for an appointment with pediatrician Gordon Duvall, call 623-3246. Lady Badgers were victorious today as well, 84-47 against Northeastern College. So final here against the Central Wyoming Wrestlers, the Snow College Badgers 75 and the Wrestlers 64. The Badgers improved to 3-4 on the season, and they head to Florida, as we mentioned, a couple of tough games down there before they come back home again. They'll be back home on December 13th and 14th, I believe. Yes, the 13th against Green River and on the 14th against Rexburg United. And we'll have those games for you on Snow TV. So for Rhett Jackson, thanks for joining us, and for head coach Rob Nielsen, thank you again. And we'll join you again for more Badger basketball coming up.
You've been listening to exciting Snow College Badger basketball on South Central Utah's sports leader, KMTI AM 650. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us again for more Snow Badger basketball action on KMTI AM 650.